What's up, YouTube? It's me, Evan, back with another review. This time it's for XM Studios OG Thanos. XM Studios came out with this piece and way back in 2014. I remember when it went up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. I remember they had it for sale. If my memory serves me correct, it was like $800 and something retail at the time on Big Bad Toy Store. I remember thinking it was really, really cool, and I always wanted it, but I don't get Thanos statues unless I have a Darkseid to pair it with. And so I held off on it, and then Sideshow released their premium format Darkseid a year later, which took 2 years to come out after that. But yeah, I got that Darkseid, and I always wanted this Thanos to go with it. I was just waiting for the price to be right, because the price went up after that on the secondary market after it sold out everywhere. And so I'm just going to go over what I think of it, go over all the switch outs, go over the exclusives, and see you in a bit. So this piece was made by XM Studios. It was limited to 999, even though my piece is numbered 1001, and it is called a USA paint sample or something like that. And came with this exclusive art print. Kind of matches this pose, which is really cool. I have to get a frame for that or a sleeve. And it also came with this really cool coin and stand. And on the back, it says it's part of Avengers series, Thanos XM Studios, something edition, limited edition. I found this on eBay for a really good price. And this is a quarter scale statue. I'll get a measurement real quick. The base is really high. So it spans from the base to the tip of the head, like almost 26 inches, 25 and a half. And that is about 65 centimeters. And then the depth is only about 12 inches, which is 30 centimeters about. So it's not a space hog. That's why I wanted it. It didn't take up a lot of space. I wasn't a fan of the Sideshow Thanos on Throne. I thought it looked way too modern. It didn't look enough like the comic to me. This one has a bit of a more simplistic paint and looks more like a simple comic art that I like, which is why I like this one. And also XM's new Thanos they came out with was way too modern for me. Way too much detail, way too big of a pose. So it comes with 3 different heads, 2 different arm swap outs, and also 2 different glove swap outs. So they did a really, really, really great job on the teeth here. And this head's like kind of looking off to the side. So if I can get closer. The eyes on this one are pretty good, but a couple of the other heads, the eyes are a bit wonky. Had good clean lines here. Nothing out of touch. No, not too bad. I don't see any overspray. So this is just a glove without the gems. It's got some nice thick muscular thighs. You can see the folds in his material there. And the base is full of skulls. It looks like it has a bit of a tribute to Mistress Death. Let me rotate it so we can see. Here goes his back. Back of the base is pretty plain here, not much. It's fine by me, no one's going to see it. That looks like a figure of death there, Grim Reaper. More skulls. Like he's on top of a Mausoleum. I don't know how to say that. Bunch of dead bodies. Maybe a tribute to Mistress Death. And if you look at this glove, they do not light up. So that's kind of disappointing. But if you look here, it looks like, because these gems fall off real easily. When it came to me, these 2 gems fell off. I glued them back on. But it looks like this big green gem might have fallen off on the previous owner. It looks like when they glued it, the glue might have ran down and leaked out. So this glove has some little bit of stainage here. Other than that, I don't see any flaws on it. A little bit dusty here from being in the styrofoam, but that's about it. Let me take this head off so you can get a better look. Look at that. Great teeth, great lips. The eye placement is pretty good on this one. Yeah, and this one looks off to the side a bit, like so you gotta display it a little bit on an angle. Alright. I'm really happy with this piece. I think it's amazing. I like the nice plain look. No textures to the pants, nice and smooth, like the comics. Everything's skin tight in the comic books. The only thing that shows through is the muscles. Alright, so now I'm gonna do one of the switch out options so you can see it. So now this is a weird one to me. I mean, it looks cool. It just doesn't make any sense to me being a comic fan. The switch out is him holding the Cosmic Cube. Tesseract for you movie watchers, but really it's the Cosmic Cube. And which didn't make any sense to me is why would he need the Cosmic Cube when he has the Infinity Gauntlet? I mean, the Infinity Gauntlet is more powerful than the Cosmic Cube, so why would he need both? Really doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't really like this option. If this glove had no gems on it, it'd be a lot better, because then he'd have the Cosmic Cube instead. But I guess you could just peel the gems off and make that a reality. So that's that switch out. Next switch out is pretty damn cool. All right, here's the next switch out. Now he has both hands grasping the Cosmic Cube. And he's smiling and looking down. He's pretty pleased to have this power. And the effect they did on the Cosmic Cube is really, really cool. And yeah, so that totally changes the look of the statue. But the problem with this one is you can't display it up high because the cube covers his face. So for this one, you got to display it down low like this. Got to be looking at it from this angle. So that's why I'm not going to be using this when I display it. When I eventually do my 2023 room tour, you're going to see how I got displayed. Or if you're in any of the nerdy Facebook groups, you've already seen how I displayed it because I posted it the second I got it. You know, so it totally changes the look by switching out the arms and head. And then for the third head, it's one that's never going to get any use. And he's a bit googly-eyed. But this unhelmeted portrait. This is like when he quit being a mad titan and became a farmer in the comic books. I guess the googly eyes ain't that bad. Yeah. And then this head. So all these are connected with magnets, so they just slip on and off. This head looks pretty good too, but again, it's looking down. Again, they did a great job on the teeth and the chins. So any of you MCU fans, this is what Thanos is supposed to look like. A little more comic accurate. Yeah, so if you look at the boots and stuff here. They have a little bit of different coloring. The boot is actually a little textured here. It's hard to see on camera, but it is. And you got his utility belt. Got some seams in his suit here. His muscles bulging. Another shot of the cube. And there goes a Thanos comic back there. So you can really see what he's supposed to look like. They did a pretty good job though. The helmet. And then the seams are really good. You can't even tell where the arms come in and out too badly. That's why I'm really, really, really happy with the statue. Finally got it at a great price. Pays to be patient. Alright. Now I'm going to come back with some comparisons. Oh, and the weight on this one. I don't have a scale, so I can't weigh it, but it comes in a small box, a small XM perfectly packaged box. They're the best in the game at packaging. And it was only 40 pounds, the box weight. I don't know if they're going by dimensional only or... So this statue ain't that heavy. It's nice. So if you want to put it on a high shelf or whatever, you don't have to worry. I think my 6 scale XM Darkside weighs way more than that because the base is probably heavier than this whole thing and the base combined. Yeah, so I'll be back with some Thanos statue comparisons. So here it is next to the 1/5 sideshow. And so this is the difference between a 1/5 and a 1/4. Now this sideshow Thanos I think was made in like 2022 or 2021, so it's had a lot more years of technology improvements over the old one. So that'd be my only flaw with this XM Thanos is the glove not lightening up and these gems falling out so easily. Not being glued in very well like the sideshow one. I did a review on this too if you guys want to check it out. This one lights up. Turn this off so you can see it. It's a very cool lighting effect. Yeah. So this one has a cooler base, Avengers being destroyed their tower, I think, than this. But I like plain bases. I like Captain Morgan poses. That's my favorite kind of thing. Kind of going back to early Bowens, which is brings me to my next comparison. Alright, so here it is next to my all-time favorite Thanos statue ever created. Thanos Museum Bowen statue. Now, Thanos made technically 3 other Bowen statues besides this one. He made one where Thanos is standing with his glove up in his face, like all ripped to shreds. That's why I didn't like it. He's too ripped for me. In the comic books, when Ron Lim drew him and George Perez, he was just more a blocky character, and that's the way I like him the best. And Bowen also came out with a Thanos on Throne, which is probably even better than this one, but I don't have that one. And also came out with a bronze version of that totally ripped Thanos. That's the one Geo has, which was his first statue. And then this Bowen one is Bowen scale, which is like in between 1/6 and 1/5. I don't know. It's a weird size, but as you can see, the technology's come a long way on Cosmic Cubes because he has this in his hand. Look at the difference. XM did a way better job. Yeah, this is epic to me. This Cosmic Cube. Compared to this little cheapo. Still, I love the comic accuracy of this Thanos. And the eyes glow in the dark if you turn off all the lights. And look at that, no base at all, no base height, just a plain little thing so he can stand. I love it. Well, that's what those two look like together. So now I'm going to compare it with the next statue. This right here is a cheap little Diamond Select PVC Thanos. And it's obviously smaller. It's bigger than 1/10. Smaller than 1/6. I'm not sure what scale it is. But, yeah, you can see he barely stands over the stand of this statue. So tiny. Okay, next up for comparison. This is the Art Asylum Thanos. This is the very first Thanos statue I ever bought. Bought it at a comic convention, because that's the only place I used to buy things back in the day, before I had the internet. And this one is it also comes with a snapping glove, but I thought this looked more powerful, the fist, so that's why I used that one. So I had to switch out way back when. It doesn't come off the base, it's all one thing, and the base is actually floating in outer space. Okay. Let me see when this, the year on this one. $2003. Doesn't even say it's limited, but it did come with a certificate of authenticity. It'd be on that, but I just keep that in the box. So from 2003 to 2014, they've come a long way. It's probably like a 1/8 scale or something like that. All right, next up, this is a 1/10 scale Kotobukiya PVC statue. So the 1/10 is much smaller than the other ones. It looks like I don't know what's on the base there, a spaceship or something. And then we got here the Bowen bust, one of them. This is the first one. They come out with another one later on that was, I think it had the arms on it. So this one's a true bust. No arms or nothing. And this one has the same problem that XM had, where these gems would just fall out of the base here. Got to glue them back in. This one's from the year 2000. This one has a limited number, 5,000 pieces. So here goes all my Thanos statues together. All kinds of shapes and sizes. But one thing they all have in common is I try and only collect comic versions of Thanos. The movie was... I like the movies he's in, but, you know, he was really severely downgraded in those. No cosmic power whatsoever. He had to use gems to be powerful. Let me get a closer look on these. So this right here is the very first Thanos toy ever made. It's just a little PVC. It was made back in, I don't know if it'll show up in camera, but the foot stamp says it was made back in 1991. That's based off one of the Infinity Gauntlet covers where he says, "Bring it on." He's floating in outer space. I had a bunch of these when I was a kid. I had the Grey Hulk, I had Magneto, I had Dr. Doom, where he's pointing his finger. They're just little plastic PVC. I think you get them at comic book stores. But this one I didn't know existed until recently, and I got it off eBay for 99 cents. So I think it's just a part of history. This right here is a Hero Clicks. Just like the pose. This is an Eagle Moss chess piece, Eagle Moss jumbo size one. He's looking rough. And here's all the rest. So if you're in the market for a quarter scale Thanos, I can highly recommend this one. Space Saver. Lots of switch outs. I got it for a good deal, I think. Especially with the coin and the art print. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll be back with a room tour 2023 eventually. I was going to try and wait till my new Maja cases came in to get rid of my old two Curios, but I'm forgetting when they're going to come in, so I might make the tour before that and do a separate video when those come in. Oh wait, before I go, I gotta show you one cool thing. I found a mint on card Thanos. This is the first action figure ever made of Thanos. It was from the Fantastic Four cartoon series. I had one when it came out. I got mine at Toys R Us or KB. It's right here. This is the one I had from way back in I wonder when the year is on this one. Doesn't say. Just says China on the bottom of his foot. But yeah, that's the one I had when it was first released. And then I went on eBay and found a very, very minty one. You got pulverizing gauntlet action. This one does not have the gems. He actually never appeared in this cartoon. But they were just coming out with all the cosmic characters and cool characters on this action figure series. Look at all those. Firelord. And this is based off the Iron Man cartoon. It says there this was released in 1995. So I think that's a part of history too. Alright, that's it. XM Thanos. Get it if you can. That's my opinion. Thanks for watching. Bye.